first started hitting the Viennese oyster. Don't
Golly, bro.
Call that
the Vietnamese oyster.
Call that the Jamaican
Bro.
oyster. Yeah, no. As I said.
Alright, real quick, y'all. Who here has watched Animorph, or not watched? Who here read Animorph as a kid, y'all? I'm not gonna lie. If you have, then I'm not gonna lie. You're probably a furry now. Like, let's be honest. Like, and hey, be real in the comments. Comment down below. Who's a furry, bro? Who's a furry because of Animorph? Be real about it. Come on. And who watched it? Okay, come on. Y'all already know what's going on in this video. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's see it.
She likes soft serve ice cream. What about hard served?
What about hard served, y'all?
What a journey has been with this show. I mean, this has been something special, you know. And it's like I've seen a lot of shows, not even just anime.
We're in and out, Jules.
Media in general, cartoons, movies, short films, you know. And I mean, like, I can't say I've seen anything comparable to plus sized gal. Wagwan, how you do?
Bruh, he said nothing is comparable, and he included TV shows and movies. This is the best thing he's ever watched, y'all.
So I'm recording this Friday. I think the last episode of the season comes out tomorrow, but I just wanted to get this show on the road. You know, I've been so excited to talk about these last 5 or 6 episodes, because this was, dare I say, bootylicious. New word, I just learned that one, and I've been trying to find the opportunity to use it in the right setting. I feel like this is the place. So after we meet our witch of a woman, being the Sarter, or the
might I just say, I'm enjoying this background music a little bit, so I'm gonna be
satire, whatever she is, we get to episode 7. This McDonald's worker is handing out coupons like the ones that you get from Burger King or Arby's in the mail, where they have the flyer. I remember I had a bunch of coupons like these for my local hospital, and I don't know if y'all have had like hospital cafeteria food, but I'd say that's better than 75% of the fast food restaurants. I'm just putting it out there. It's worth it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember having any hospital food. I never go to the hospital though, because, you know, black people, you know what I'm saying. But I might have to just go there for the food, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
Try, and it's cheap too. I was getting like full platters for like $6. That's besides the point. I had these coupons, probably just about as fat as the stack Al Food is holding.
Yeah,
I was using those shits for like 2 years. Only con to it was like a 30-minute drive. I didn't care. It was the biggest steal of my life. I miss it to this day. That's besides the point though, because they got these free fry coupons. But lo and behold, these fries were imbued with cursed energy. And we see that even tomato is getting plump. Yeah, no, but some of the see, I knew this video was innocent, because some of these visuals have tomato looking like a real deal horny demon. Like, yes, the satire could be over exaggerating, but the visual that they show of her explaining why she was enacting revenge on them, basically saying that tomato was inappropriately like looking at her or something, which then led her to start having these freaky ass thoughts. One being tomatoes all up in her area, tongue out, eyes bloodshot, the veins popping out of them. Look at his fucking face.
Dang. Yeah, that face was kind of crazy, bro. He's thinking of something crazy. Not gonna lie.
I'd been slobbering like a fucking butt. Actually, like, I real deal think some shit happened off camera.
Bro.
See, and I'm numb to it at this point with this show. It's just like, you have to do something monumental at this point to really like have me start reverting to my roots again, because I've seen it all. Like, Alfood is out of her clothing maybe once every 2 minutes at this point. Now Kuroda, she does something. Kuroda is all whatever.
When I get a whiff of Kuroda,
but I'm not talking
Kuroda
about
special.
But like, with a lot of the other Infinity Stone, it's like you could only do so much. Like, now at the later portions of the show, it's really on Tomato to surprise me. You know, because at first, when we first started the series, like, the whole concept is a shocker. We got plump, voluptuous, delicious, who are just leaking out of their Levi denim. Now at this point in the show, we're really just deep into the plot, you know, so that's why I feel like this last portion's a bit interesting. And the satire tries embarrassing Alfuda by stripping her down, and Alfuda rocks her body positivity. Absolutely. Body positivity. She's like, "How do you like that? I bet you're so embarrassed." And then Alfuda's like, "Nah, I'm chilling. Like, Tomato feels me up twice a day at this point, girl." She actually used the word manhandle. I don't know. I feel like that had a sexual undertone to it. You know, it's like all of these truths are starting to come to light. She manhandles her every day. You see Tomato bust out of his clothes in his 14-inch boing boing. Is all over the place. I know his shit's like one of those beef sticks.
Bro, what? Did that actually happen in it? Bro, what? Jules, what are you watching, bro? What are you watching? Ain't no way.
is all over the place. I know his shit's like one of those beefsteak tomatoes. Shit's ripe and it has some wit to it.
What did that nigga just...
And you know it was too, because he has the satire start bleeding out her nose. He almost killed her. The amount of damage that thing was doing just on a visual sense. But my assumption is grower. You know, I'm not trying to get into the specifics with it, but that's just my assumption if we're looking at body composition, especially with the plumpness going on. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'd argue that's honestly the better way to go about things anatomically. But what does my opinion matter? But no, this part excited me because he took him to the oos. Because we see him doing pad work with Alfuda. And then Olga is throwing ones and twos into the bag, and she's about to break the shit.
Golly, Olga's strong ass.
And apparently the director opened it up with the purpose of seeing sweaty men. And I've actually been looking for a gym, and if we could negotiate a cheap price, I will be there.
If we can negotiate a cheap
on the sidelines, cheer me on. All right, guys, next up, we're doing some light sparring.
He put himself in there sparring. That's crazy.
Sparring's a fish. That's fucking wrong. Sparring and light sparring is when you basically reenact a real fight with your opponent, and you try to take their head off.
Did it? Actually, she probably actually did say that in the game.
I got the right protecting my face, and the left ready to hit you like that breakup text you don't expect.
Damn, actually, wait, look at Tomato real quick, bro. He got arms like mine, bro. He out here hitting the gym at it, bro. Golly. I mean, shoot.
Expect at all.
I guess I'm him.
I don't want any hair pulling and rolling around on the ground. You guys will be going up against me. And we see this nigga getting ready to spar Alfuda. Look at the fucking... Look at the demon that has possessed this nigga.
He's so happy with it.
This is not Tomato anymore. This is... Rotten Tomato. What is
Rotten
this?
Tomato.
And we see each of them training in Mermaid Girl. Look at this fucking right that she's about. Tomato is so
Mermaid Girl's
crazy. I fuck with it. If you got hit with that, look, and she has the foot torque and everything. Oh my gosh! But then she tucked it all the way back, Rumble, and she tries taking his head, and he needed that humbling because he was getting way too like power hungry. Like he got his one opportunity to really like assert his dominance, and someone had to just set him straight. He weeded that shit though. But of course, everyone was afraid to spar her except me. But aside from
me, oh my god!
I guess it's Rem from ReZero on steroids or something. She's like a WNBA prospect. But no, so we see that she's actually a Cyclops named Hitome, and instantly her and Olga are squaring the fuck up, and that's what I like to see.
Damn, it's strong ass.
This is the shit I like to see, breast to breast, dog. This is the same ass stance Sakuda versus Maharaga was in, and they just start teeing off. We started off with the fundamentals, but then they just started hitting each other in the fucking face. This might be better than Tower of God Season 2 animation. I don't know. Yeah, and here's another reason why Tomato's pissing me off. And he's been pissing me off about this the whole time. Yes, he is garnering an army of voluptuous-sized women for what? I couldn't tell you. But he's got a plan and he's trying to...
Bro, Jones is just jealous of it, bro. He's just jealous.
At the office on his lonesome, and then we got the director pulling up in her new Under Armour workout set, talking about I bought some new gear, so I wanted to show it off. Soon enough, instead of showing it to him, she's gonna be showing it to a third party, and that just might be me. I could ruin this nigga's whole career if he lets me get involved. I'll jump right the fuck through that screen because the director, she's been putting in work clearly. She's looking snatched. The way that these leggings are encompassing those rotund spherical objects back there, and of course I'm sure it's been for herself, but it's definitely
his analytical nature when it comes to these elves and monsters and shit. I think bro is the professor of this, bro. He's a plus size professor.
Been for Tomatoes.
We got the plus size professor, yo.
This nigga's shocked. Look at him. May say I'd be shocked too. I'd be absolutely flabbergasted. That's
Log one, bro.
What was I just speaking? That's the type of shit she has me on though. Has me cycling through different accents. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, but he rents out the yoga studio. Now I'm gonna add a disclaimer. But
I know you're so on that one.
Like the older one that's like fairly small. The one that Olga met, who's like doing like this mom and daughter dynamic thing. They're out of the equation for this whole. I'm just say the rest of the season because I don't know what's going on with them. But yoga studio, and again, I don't know what freak operation he's running here. This is Diddy equivalent because why is there a dog in the yoga studio that he knows is a anamorph? Sad comment on Kuroda. I don't really got.
All right, real quick, y'all. Who here has watched Animorph or not watched? Who here read Animorph as a kid, y'all? I'm not gonna lie. If you have, then I'm not gonna lie. You're probably a furry now. Like, let's be honest. Like, and hey, be real in the comments. Comment down below. Who's a furry, bro? Who's a furry because of Animorph? Be real about it. Come on. And who watched it? Okay, come on.
Gotta say much.
Explain why, you know, give us a little bit of a preview of why.
Something. You know, it's like,
and maybe we'll let it slide.
It's like the perfect shade of just like
maybe we'll let it slide.
It's like going to Wingstop and getting a boneless wing or a tender, and it has that perfect amount of crunch with the lemon pepper on it, and then dipping it in ranch, and then it's like,
hey, yo, pause on
a
that.
Bite out of it. I got
pause on that bite though.
There's something going on. But no, so everyone's in their yoga attire, and we look like a 16-count Crayola box. And we got Mermaid Girl in the periwinkle blue. We got some eggplant purple Kuroda pine green leggings Alfuda. So this is, dare I say, everything imaginable.
Everything imaginable.
All right, y'all, stand on top of your yoga mats and just imitate my poses. And I'm gonna reiterate again: these are yoga poses, not poses. They may come off that way.
They may come off like that, but
I'm just trying to get a read on flexibility for all of y'all. And
sure,
note
buddy.
it down for our next meetings. All right,
sure,
so
buddy.
Let's get to it. Let's go. But no, so we start off doing traditional yoga in like the most spiritual, basic, like crisscross applesauce position, and I'm thinking we're gonna actually have a normal class going on.
A normal class,
and of course, there's the perfect pose. I'm not saying it. Tomatoes say it. Kuroda. Look at this.
That's perfect.
Giving us a smirk. She knows she's just got that shit going on. And again, everything is fine. Everything is fine. We're doing chair sits. We're doing
my favorite.
Stretches I do before playing fucking basketball. Lunges, even the downward dog, which in this class made sense considering there's a dog in the class.
You can't show that.
And then shit started getting freaky
once
you start
bro. I think you're staring too hard.
Doing the fucking
imagining things.
Acted all perched up and piggy. For the back shot that we had, right? I'm like, okay, this shit's freaky. Then we see what type of fucking face this girl is making. And she's doing the Belle Delphine special. Why? Yeah, this shit turned to the freak show really quick. Kuroda started hitting the Viennese oyster.
Golly, bro.
Call that
the Vietnamese oyster.
Call that the Jamaican oyster. Yeah, no. As I said, this shit is worse than 1,000 bottles of oil. Has him going through a gauntlet.
Everybody's talking about that oil right now.
And I'm genuinely concerned for this, like, oblivious
Diddy
act,
party
like this is sociopathic behavior from Tomato. Him talking about, I can't help but notice that you're all soaked in sweat. I didn't wear you out, did I? Nigga, we're doing Pilates. Of course they're sweating. Why are you acting so surprised? Like, let's get down to the bone of this. Let's get down to the marrow. What is your deal? As I said, there's a plan here. And I think the satire has a real deal crush on Tomato though, because she's always jealous and fantasizing about him eating her burger, and she's spying on him, blushing, and I think something is gonna happen between them. I don't know. But everyone just starts running the ones again because I guess they're still excited from
they're running the ones again.
They had the previous day.
Golly.
And Kuroda and Alfuda are doing their daily one-on-one, and I'm glad that Olga's found a formidable foe. And they start throwing hands faster than the speed of light. And Tomato starts fantasizing about Honeda again, our skeletal girl. And I knew she was his favorite from the day they met. There's just something about her. We find out that she's actually got advanced observational hockey, and she's just dodging shit left and right, still in the zone, and his shit's getting bricked up. And the dragon girl pulls up, and holy bumba, look at Kuroda's side profile. I mean, this is that's that cursive S.
Kuroda's my favorite.
Right here. It's full effect. That's all I'm saying. And I could not forget about Alfuda either. She's got the uppercase cursive E in the front, the lowercase cursive E in the back. But Kuroda's shit is protruded. That's special. I get. But for some reason, Tomato passes out due to the dragon girl pulling up. I don't really understand what happened here. It doesn't matter. But for specific reasons, that may have been a top 3 anime episode of the year. And we start the next episode
for specific reasons.
One of Kuroda's saying,
I need him to tell me the reasons right now, bro.
Not gonna lie. And as she's whipping this up, she's rapping some Rick Ross because she's about to attempt to put Molly in Alfuda's Coca-Cola without her knowing. But this is also another thing I'm just noticing. These women have the key to his apartment. Like, Kuroda came in and dropped off this package. So does he have these women coming in on a rotational basis? Like, what's going on? He probably went to Home Depot and copied 16 house keys. But no, so my first issue, if I was him, would be wondering why a Coca-Cola is on my desk right now and it got substituted for a Grimace shake. But he's not thinking that. He was thinking that shit was a new flavor, but looking at it now, I think he got the spell casted on him visually. So then he had to taste it, so that's on me. But no, so he drinks it, and then as soon as that shit hit his small intestine, he started having heart palpitations.
He's not dying
and got turned into a 6-year-old. And I don't know if Kuroda's worn this outfit before, the turtleneck with the nice business pants, but whatever this is has me wanting to sing some M.R. Fight, I'll sing it, fine. Smoking on purple, pussy's on red, pussy's on purple, big bump. No, but it makes sense though, because Kuroda is the violent vixen. But no, stellar like casual attire by Kuroda. She really knows how to put that shit on. And I'm gonna be honest, when I saw him as a child, especially with the type of shit Olga's been on, and she visualized it. But I thought it was going to come to fruition, and I felt like Tomato was going to take his opportunity to get his fucking freak on and suckle on something. That's all I'm going to say. I thought that's the direction we were going with Olga. But again, if he started on Olga's things, he would have woke up the next morning looking like Sam Sulek. But no, so the main objective of this episode was to turn him back to an adult, obviously, and Kuroda was trying to be low-key about it, as Olga was also fawning over the fact that he was a child and she has like baby fever. Kuroda, I won't lie, now that I can see things from this point of view, this shit looks fatter than I ever imagined.
Damn.
I mean, good God almighty, let's get you stretching, because what have you been eating, girl?
Oh,
damn. So he has her start doing standing back leg lifts. There's something about this hairstyle.
Standing back leg lifts in the apron is not
the assets anymore. I'm focusing on the attributes.
This is not no working out at this point.
That she's got the apron on, she could demand me around that fucking kitchen. Yes, chef.
Get this thing out of here, bro.
Couples health kitchen with Gordon Ramsay. Is that even a show? I think it is. Top Chef, whatever. If they had a couples edition, we would win that. Me and her. And I don't even know how to cook eggs. But if she was my cooking partner, I would get that shit right and open up a 5 Michelin star restaurant the next fucking week. I promise you. But Alfuda suggests that she drinks the Grimace Coke and squirts that shit everywhere. Girl, why the fuck did you do that? That shit was so not Demore. Girl, you know I didn't do that
so
shit
not
on purpose.
Demore.
You big-bellied elf. What the fuck did you just say to me, bitch? Hey, Alfuda, calm that shit down. There's children around. But
there's
Kuroda,
children
what was the reason for this
that was a good one, I'm not gonna lie. Calm down.
There's children here. As I've expressed before, like, I really work you guys. But as I said, I don't want to. You know, I love what everyone has going on. So, I mean, like, why would you try and fuck up my vision? You just helped all of us out, teach, and I just wanted to make your job a little bit easier. That's it. Kuroda, I'm really happy you feel that way. But if anything, I would love this process to slow down. If anything. You know, if you got a slow down potion for weight in specific areas, me and you could have this discussion later in my office. But I appreciate you. Because this is the wrong idea, right execution, I think. But he eventually grows up a little bit too much, and now he's big and plump himself. But no, so then,
oh my God,
episode 10, really all that happened was they were at the plant girl's shop, and then she gets corrupted by drinking some black coffee. So then in turn, she becomes a black woman. Talking about OMG, don't get so salty. I just wanted to gas up my besties. You're low-key giving me
that's
the
gotta be
so
racist. Like that's gotta be racist, bro.
But then it starts becoming a coordinated nipple assault with her vines. Because she's going after everyone, but she's only splooging on their nipples and booty cheeks. And her main objective in this whole thing is to violate Tomato. And I've called him an idiot for a lot of things, and I'm looking at the infrastructure of this plant right now, and it looks a little suspicious. I've been calling him an idiot for all of his fumbles and everything he's been doing, whether it be with Alfuda Kuroda, the director. But I don't think I would want to be taken headfirst into whatever. Like, how is this? What's happening? Like, because he gets eaten. Everyone's trying to fight. Alfuda forgot her arrows. Mermaid girl is getting hoisted upside down. Pig girl is getting violated with the vines. See, and then you know something happened because he was having that PNC. She's sound asleep and he's sitting here butt ass naked, dripping his sweat. Like, I knew Tomato had something crazy going on there.
He did
but
something
this was so bad that it had Alfuda stunned and trembling herself. So no, this might have been. Whatever this was, it was bad because it was never talked about again. But no. So someone comes out of the elf dimension, and as I said before, there is only really one other thing in this show at this point that could surprise me, and it would be Tomato and his antics. But there was one other thing, because we start this episode. They're getting followed. We're just going through our normal day-to-day. He's oiling up Kuroda, doing his little thing, pushing her knobs and buttons. But he's getting followed in the middle of the night by this girl who looks like she's wearing a Kane mask from WWE. I don't know the reasoning behind this mask choice. But Alfuda has his back, thinking that he's about to get kidnapped or something, and she takes it off. And as I said, I didn't think there was anything.
Is that his sister?
That could really bring out that side of me again.
Oh my God.
That really feels surprised. But the character gets revealed, and it ends up being Alfuda's auntie with scars.
His aunt?
I'd say I have.
Or her aunts? Alfuda's aunt's in it, y'all.
And she starts pinching Alfuda's belly and stuff like that.
You're going crazy.
Pinch mine. Let's figure out a workout plan, Auntie. And she doesn't even ask him. She says, "I'm staying with you, by the way."
I'm staying with you, by the way.
And we see her in the shower. I don't know what battle she's been fighting, but she has scars all over her body. A little six-pack coming in, and she likes soft serve ice cream. What about hard served?
What about hard served?
Because I don't like ice cream, right? So I could give her the soft serve. With every opposite reaction is an equal reaction. Right? Is that so? With soft serve, you also need something to be served hard, and I don't know what that may be, but just putting 2 two and two together. If I don't like ice cream soft serve, you could have all of my ice cream. So then in return, but no. So then basically after that, she starts feeding Alfuda broccoli, and she's trying to make her into the second coming of herself, I guess. So two Auntie Alfudas roaming around. I don't know if I can handle that. With Kuroda also on the scene too.
With
Take
Kuroda on the
everyone
scene?
out of this equation.
Yeah.
Just those three on the premises. We're gonna need to have a fatal four-way match. And if they don't like the sound of a fatal four-way, then a 3 versus 1 handicap. That's also fine too. But no, so obviously, as I said, episode 12 is not out yet, and that comes out tomorrow. So the next sentence I say will be tomorrow after I watch this season finale. All right, it's Saturday. I just watched episode 12, and I think if there's a way to end the season, this is the way to do it. Because we started by Alfuda going through her training arc with Auntie, and Tomato's getting fed up, and he keeps getting sneaked this by Auntie because he sees how she's working Alfuda. And knowing his profession, he's not standing for this because he feels like this is the incorrect way to go about things. Hey, Pipsqueak, could you step aside, please? Not happening. Alfuda is my patient and my girl, and I'm not letting you get your crummy, soft-serve, ice cream-ass hands on my work that I've been doing these last couple months. You hear me? I'm done with this shit. I knew what I was doing was the right way of going about things. We're done with the 90s.
But she picked it up, so is she gonna hit him?
My patient. Yeah, and I mean, Tomato has been on some Diddy antics. A lot of them. And I'd say this was damn near redeeming for all of them. He's standing right in her face. She swings that shit and he doesn't move a fucking muscle. This is the Tomato that I felt like was there the whole time. It was either one side of the scale or the other, and I'm glad he's leaning more towards this hard ass nigga side. And I just have to appreciate him for sticking to his goal throughout these last 12 episodes because, you know, I know me and him have had a rough relationship, but him just sticking to his plan of the accumulation of all thick gals, I mean, he's really been dedicated to his work. And now that I think about it, he's a genius. Because I feel like not only me, but I feel like everyone's kind of been looking at this so surface level this whole time, but this nigga's trying to conquer the Caribbean. Like, he's not trying to just work his 9 to 5, take his paycheck and go and then maybe have a couple drinks with a bunch of these women. Like, yeah, that's cool and all, but he is trying to dead ass put his name in the history books. Sir Beefsteak, King of the Caribbean. That's what he's trying to do. And we've seen people try to conquest via violence, deceit, infiltration. But have we seen a conquest through temptation? Has that been done before? I mean, I think I really just figured this show out because it really is like something with a deeper meaning. You know how like shit has symbolism, but then there's like another layer to it that you really have to just dissect. And
bro, that right there looks like that's Blackbeard, bro. Okay.
Right on the material at hand. So then you really get to the crux of what's going on. Auntie, I promise you his methods are effective. He's helped me lose weight about 18 times now. It's my lifestyle that's the problem. If I'm going to be losing more weight, it's going to be with his guidance. You know what, Niece? You can take it from here. And I'm not saying that because you just stepped up to me. I'll tell your mother about that. And she could do whatever she wants with that information. But the way that he stepped up to me was really, it ignited a fire in me that I haven't felt in eons. It reminded me of my youth back when I was in my 20s, when I was living the time of my life. And I love when like boys step up to me like this. Because I put myself in such a power position for so long that I haven't had anyone have the gall to step up to my authority. And now I'm sitting here. There's something on my body leaking right now. I don't know where it's coming from, but I've got to go tend to this.
Hey, yo, pause.
I can't go back to the Elf King.
But her arm's bigger than mine.
She's been getting pretty soft off of that soft serve. And now she also has her training arc. And I mean, the rest of this finale, nothing much happens. You know, Alfuda gets another coupon from the satire. And our 4 side girls see her strutting in the middle of the road. But I could understand why Skeletal Girl is Tomato's favorite. Because whatever bodysuit, whatever this attire is, those burgers back there are eating that shit up. That shit is encompassing every crevice. There is not one space that's unaccounted for. That shit might eat up the whole bodysuit at the end of the day.
Damn, it is. I'm not gonna lie.
She better have like 2 or 3 of those things on standby in her purse. But I get it, Tomato. And basically, the rest of the episode is Kuroda training with Auntie, and that's a scary duo. That is a scary duo. I'm wearing a long sleeve right now, and I still feel myself getting goosebumps. And it's like 75 by house, bro. I could really talk about this all day. Because you know that scene in SpongeBob where his thoughts are working overtime and shit's just falling apart? That's what would start happening if I let myself get out of hand with Auntie and Kuroda. So I'm really going to try and refrain myself. But I mean, Cyclops and Olga, they're boxing, and then somehow the dragon got a shirt. And the season ends with Alfuda just being like, human, I'm in your care. Let's do this thing. And that's it. Standing ovation. Standing ovation, really. This was really a special season, and this is definitely an anime of the decade contender. But in all seriousness though, if I had to give a genuine rating, like jokes aside, actually, I don't think it was like for what the show was trying to do. I had a good time. You know, I had a great time just looking at it and looking at the spectacle in front of me. I give it like a 7. It was fun. It was, I mean, it's better than Tower of God season 2. We get a plus size season 2. I mean, I wouldn't mind another 12 episode thing. I think that'd be great. We could get like an extra plus size, maybe a movie in theaters. Who knows? This show has great potential. But so next I wanted to try something a little different, and I posted about it a couple weeks ago. I wanted to maybe possibly start a video series on the lounge, and I thought that would be a fun little thing. Like aside from like the review stuff, like I feel like a fun side series as well based off of that would be cool. I just don't know how I'm gonna go about it yet. I'm still trying to figure that out, but just know that that's coming soon. And without further ado, Blocktober coming soon. Sparking Zero coming soon too. That'll be a good time. And I think that's it. If you got this far in the video, appreciate you for watching. Sub to the second channel as well. I appreciate that too. And stop what I'm going to say. No way I end this thing without singing here today. Let me list off the girls that I really appreciate. Well, that is all of them. I think it's 20 plus 8. I do not know what I said, but our food is coming first. The first gal we had, and it really puts a curse on my mind. Oh my goodness, she's taking up that space. But Corona came and she just fucked up the place. She was radiating golden brown every fucking where, melanated with the purple violet lavender hair. Then we had our food as aunt who just came up in a place with a soft serve thing, give a hard one in our face. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we got the bone one, we have got the oinky, then we've got the dog. We got the dog and the mermaid too. Who else is there? Oh, Olga and one-eyed fool, the blue one with the periwinkle tint. And I was like, oh man, I'm spending all these cents and these dollars. All these gals, they make me holler. 6'4", I wish I'm taller. Wait. Let me ride this beat. Hold on, wait, hey, and let me sniff these galleys' feet. No, okay, wait. And you know that I want to eat what? Let me eat the burger, oh please. Oh, we got the satire up into, and you know that is what I can't forget. Who she was. If you stayed for my little jig, I appreciate it. And I'm trying to hopefully hit 100K by the end of the year. So if you can subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. And the second channel as well. Hopefully trying to hit like 1,000 or so by the end of the year as well.
Right, he's trying to hit 100,000 by the end of the year. Bruh, I need some more subscribers too, bro. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you made it all the way to the end of the video. And I guess this may or may not be the last video of Plus Size Elf. So if there's any other animes you want me to watch, or anime creative videos by any YouTubers, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.